Navy 250 celebration. We're doing the ship tour today. First stop is in Camden, New Jersey, and behind me is the Battleship New Jersey, and also the USS Billings that was in the parade of ships is tied up beside the Battleship New Jersey, and that's a smaller ship. USS Billings is a smaller ship. You cannot see it, but what we're gonna do is we'll have to get in line, and then once they open for the public tour, and then we will walk over Battleship New Jersey, and then we'll get onto the USS Billings. Let's check it out. Yeah.
Yeah, just cross over and then walk around and somebody meet you there.
All right, thanks. Here's the USS Billings, tied up right next to the Battleship New Jersey.
Welcome aboard. We're going to take a tour of the USS Billings. Just got two things to tell you. First, the only pictures and video and live streaming are allowed only on the flight deck and the forecastle. So no cameras, photos, anything inside the skin of the ship. Make sense? And then also, we're going to be going up and down ladders. And down here, so watch your step. Hold the hand. Get the handholds, everything else. All right. Again, pictures only on the outside of the ship. And make sure you use your handholds. Photos only on the outside, and use the handholds when we're going up and down ladders and on and off the ship. All right? All right, come on. Deck of the ship, right? Just imagine helicopters landing. This is where it happens, and it's unusually a large flight deck for a ship this size. So we can take a lot more. Right now, if you just stay over this side, they're about to refuel the ship, so that's what the barge is for. So just stay over here. So I think we're a warship. Right? So. Just like another airport, we have our control station, and that's that funky set of windows right there. So that's our air control tower. Now let's get a you tied on the hill. Alright, there's the last two. They're great. 7mm over the front. It's all the gear to handle the anchor. And right up there where the windows are, that's the bridge. So that's where the ship is being navigated. So you guys go to get your antennas up top so we can see.
Good day. Alright, we'll have to take a tour bus being escort to the Gloucester Marine Terminal to see USS Lassen.
Like, I have my weather patch on this one. So, submarines have it on there. A lot of us just have the I like ice. So,
how long you been in?
I have actually only been in for 9 months. I call this my midlife crisis career. Because I actually joined at the same time as my daughter. So, my daughter is a missile tech. She's in Groton right now for sub school.
I'm cheap. I only charge $150. Big companies charge out at $250 or more.
It is.
That right there on the former land, that's private. That's the reason. My doctor wrote a letter to the VA and then I went to see a shrink. Nobody wants to see where you go.
Exactly. Really? It's nice to meet you. We'll see you. Enjoy your tour.
All right, our second stop of the day is the USS Lassen. It is an Aegis class cruise missile destroyer. We're gonna aboard the ship and we're gonna check it out.
How you doing?
All right. Hi. You guys like the ship tour?
Yeah. It's so cool.
It is.
It's big and great. Look how many flags.
Are you excited to go on the ship?
Yes!
Yeah. Okay.
I want to see
All right.
everything.
Let's do it.
I can like walk you through like, hey guys, like this is the ship. Give a tour of the ship.
And another. I did excellent.
It's like using a cutting torch. You use a striker to squeeze it to make sparks. Same thing, except you're not squeezing. You're scraping it along. And once we get into that room, there's a couple ways we can fight that fire or fight the flooding. First off, is we can make a small enough hole. We can use this. It's like a sprinkler. We can attach a hose to it right here, and we simply insert it into that hole that we just made and fight the fire like that. Or if we can make a big enough one, we can actually attach a fire hose to this and get in there and fight the fire as you normally would.
We're just gonna stop right here. All right, so before we get on the ship, right, so we're gonna go over a couple of rules. There are no videos or pictures authorized on the ship. There are areas that I will let you know when you can take a picture or video, or no, actually no video, just pictures. So when we get on the ship, sir, gotta put the video down. Yeah, any questions on that? No pictures, no recording of anything on the ship. Two fixed wing pilots, so fixed is just a jet, right? Two jet pilots that got shot down in Vietnam, right? And so Mr. Lassen, he was on a SAR mission, right, search and rescue, to go find these pilots, right? So he's flying around, couldn't see anything because it was super dark. Vietnam, so like jungle-like area, and couldn't find him. He was low on fuel, and he still couldn't find these pilots. So he's like, you know what? I'm gonna turn on my lights. Turn on my lights. I can see what's around. I can see the pilots, and the pilots can see me, and get on the helo and get out. So what do you think's gonna happen if you turn on your lights during the Vietnam War?
They're gonna shoot us.
They're gonna shoot. They're gonna shoot you, right? So what do? Turn on his lights. What happened? Started shooting the helo, but the pilots were able to see the helo, and so they went, rescued the pilots, got out, and then he won Medal of Honor. So,
That's cool.
It's in Highlands. It's in Highlands, right? It's gonna be our second tour guide. It's gonna be the one in the back.
Nice to meet you.
Follow me. Turn on.
I'm back here at the Philadelphia Navy Yard for the third Navy ship tour. And this is the USS Arlington. It's an amphibious ship. And I'm gonna aboard that ship and check it out. But as you know, the Navy does not allow video or pictures on the ship now. So other than like outside area on the deck. So I'm gonna try to take as many pictures as I can and paste onto my video. So let's go Navy. ship at all.
I can go down? Yes, sir.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Lieutenant Drew Gray Yang, one of the many division officers on board USS Arlington. As you can see, you are seeing one of two special methods of how we complete our mission set, delivering Marines onto shore, right? So what you're currently looking at is our well deck. Inside our well deck, we have what's called an LCAC, hovercraft that essentially delivers troops, transports, and material over to the beach. One of the cooler parts about this is the ship will purposely sink itself on the stern or the back portion just a little bit, flood this compartment in with water, seawater from the ocean, float the craft up, and then kick them back out. That entire stern gate over there that you see, barring the entire portion of the wall deck, will come down, and then we'll proceed to kick out that craft. Any questions so far?
That always open in the rough seas?
Not typically. So in rough seas, that will be closed.
The opening, I mean.
Yes, that will be closed. Yep.
One LCAC on ships?
Yeah. 2 LCACs. We can fit 12. Yep. And then feel free to take pictures, right? Over here, as our namesake implies, we are one of 3 sister ships that are built to commemorate the attacks of 9/11. Between us, USS New York, LP-21, as well as USS Somerset. Each of our ships do have a trophy room at the very top level, commemorating all the victims. For us, we actually have steel built within the ship. Essentially anchor points for us to tie down, chalk, chain, things like these vehicles up here. Feel free to talk to our Marines, right? They are the subject matter experts to see, hey, what's the capabilities of the equipment that they will typically bring on board a ship of this class. So for LPDs, we are pictures. If you have any questions, more than happy to answer them.
I got a 5.65, and I'm still here.
Can you elaborate on the?
Yeah, I can.
It's a utility bag. I deal with the skin, I deal with the hides, and then I deal with like the
So this is jet as well?
whatever daily inspections, technician inspections, as well as like.
Not super easy, yeah.
That's going to stay out. Are you kidding?
Might be showing up relative. What do you guys think?
Yeah, now I got to watch it.
Like pushing you or it's very nice. Interview's nice.
Hey, we're rolling. Hey, guys. Sir, thank you.
Let's go Birds! Go Birds! He knows how to get the crowd.
That's nice.
Been about 17 years. So right now I'm dressed up in a crash suit, right? Crash suit helps me protect me from the aircraft fires, help me from getting burnt. All right. This is pretty heavy. It's got a lot of layers to it. Also, they have CO2 bottle. CO2 bottle. This is the SCBA, right? This gives me about 30 minutes. All right. How I know I got 30 minutes? They have a little clock on here. It'll tell me that you have about 30 minutes here on this bottle. So if you look here, looking in green, it'll say you got about 30 minutes. And once you activate this, if it starts getting low, it'll start to vibrate and alarm a sound and things like that. That's how I know that it's time to get out of there, get replaced, get another bottle. All right. Also, Halligan tool and hats. This is what I use to bust open the aircraft to save the pilot. All right, I go in there. If I can't get in there, I can't open the door or anything like that, I have to bust through there and rescue the pilot the best way I can. Get him out of there safe. That's all I got.
Okay. So, do you have any? Okay, so I can talk about our Jersey colors. In case you haven't noticed, we wear a lot of different colors on the flight deck. So the colors actually tell you what our job is. Before we get into the Jersey colors, also we have cranials because it's very loud. Jets and helicopters are very loud. So we have these to protect our heads and our hearing. And then I can safely be on the flight deck and not have damage to my hearing from the loud sound. I really can't even hear myself. I hope you guys can hear me. Okay, so we'll talk about the colors. So right now I'm wearing purple. So purple, we refuel the aircraft. So little gas stations out in the ocean. So we bring on the fuel through something called an umbrella, where we connect piping to piping from hoses to hoses from ship to ship. We bring it on into our tanks down below us. Then from our tanks, we run tests, we clean it, and we test the fuel, and then we issue it to aircraft. Those tests are very important because as things go up higher in altitude, it gets cold, right? Like mountaintops have snow on it. Aircraft, sometimes the fuel, if it has water in it, that water turns to ice and the aircraft goes splash. We do not want the aircraft to go splash, so we run tests to make sure, one, there's no water in it, and two, our additive, which is anti-icing, like antifreeze, there's enough in it to support the aircraft going to high altitudes. So that's our job. Also, you'll see I'm wearing a white float coat. A white float coat or white on the flight deck is for safety. White with a red cross, white with a green cross. Medical has white with a red cross, and then white overall is a supervisor, which I am. My title is a flight deck officer. I'll let my guys explain their float. Okay.
So I'm a green shirt. I'm pretty much a mechanic for the tractors, everything that moves aircraft. I'm also a blue shirt, photo. I tie down the aircraft whenever it comes into the ship.
I'm a yellow shirt. I guide the aircraft onto the flight deck with hand signals. I guide the Marines on and off the aircraft, and I launch aircraft.
Okay. So they're being modest. So she's our leading LSC. So when the pilots come in, right, she tells them how to come in, how to land safely. When it's time for them to take off and do mission, she's the one telling them when to get up, when to get out of the rotor arc. She checks the airspace, make sure it's safe for them to go and do their mission. Delgado here, she's overall in charge of all that yellow equipment, those big tractors that you see, the white gear that you see. She fixes and maintains that. All right, that stuff is helping us get our all our packages, on packs, parts, materials, ammo sometimes. She makes sure that equipment works. If that equipment works, we can't do anything. That the flight deck becomes our parking lot. And she's our only AS on board, so she's overall in charge of all that stuff. Okay? This is our leading LSC. She leads and trains all the other LSCs on the flight deck. Okay? So what we do, we operate 24/7. Sometimes we wake up at 2 in the morning. When there's emergency flight quarters, we gotta get up, we gotta go. Our ship can't be visible for our adversaries, if you will. So we operate in the dark a lot. So the lights that you see, we have NVD lighting that doesn't project far out, and on the flight deck it's just pitch black. So what helps us see in the dark is a device called an NVD, night vision device. And if you would like, we're gonna turn around and she'll let you look through it so you can see what we see at night, if you're interested. So just follow aviation right here. She'll have the NVD, and you guys can look into the device.
I'm gonna try to put a camera to it. You think that will work? Oh yeah, oh yeah, hold on. Yeah, you can really see it. Hold on, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Oh yeah, now it's good. Now you can, oh my God, you can see everything.
Methods putting out a fire. I think we have our water mist system. We have our H flush system. And those are mostly used for our class rock fires. So once we actually put the fire out, we're left with smoke. So now we gotta find a way to get that smoke out of the space, right? So one method that we use is our ram fan. And the way that we use our ram fan is we will connect a fire main hose, so like the one that we use to put the fire out. We'll connect that to one end and then we'll connect another hose on the other end to discharge the water overboard. And essentially what it does is it'll suck smoke from one space out. Once the smoke is out, or once the smoke is clear, then we use this device here, our DIPTI, or our thermal imager. And pretty much what we use this for is to search around the space to see what we call hot spots, or any like areas that still have like burning metal or burning whatever. If we do have any hot spots, we will use this brake to knock it down, and we'll use our water or whatever extinguisher that we have to put that out.
No recording while transiting.
W2's in here. You have a motion. W1? W2? I guess you have one motions as well.
That keep the ship tight to the pier. A lot of people when we do mooring evolutions don't understand how we actually get the lines from up here to down there. So what we use is called a heaving ball, right? Make it up in our hands. This is connected to one end of the line, so we got to connect it right here. This end of the line will go down to the pier, to the line handlers. They'll secure it down at the pier, and then my line handlers up here with BMS and Barajas are going to secure it on the bits up there. So we get a few volunteers to help BMS and Barajas secure the ship. Anyway, okay, just go with it. Ready? Anybody else want to help?
Go ahead, go help her. Go.
All right, once I got my line handlers on station, I need to get my heaving ball down there so I can get the eye down to the pier. So I'll call out, heads up on deck, heads up on pier. And I'll throw it, boom, it goes down to the pier. You'll pull in. Line all the way down to the pier secure. Once it's secure down there, that's when my POIC of line 1 will take over. Got it? Yeah, 4 different stations doing this at the same time. Keep your hand over here. That's the same thing as you do it. Right now we're going to take a little slack and put a round turn on. The round turn secures the line. After you throw any turn on the bit, pull slack.
And then you pull. 1, 2, 3, pull. And then we're gonna give me some more line. Now we're gonna do our figure 8s.
Once you're done with your round turn, your next turn is called a figure 8.
Then we pull tight again. Then we're gonna do the same thing all over again.
One thing, don't step over the line, okay?
Pull.
Don't ever step over, always step on line.
Then we're gonna do it again, one more time. Then you're gonna pull right tight. That's it, your line is secured now.
This is the fourth and the last stop of the Navy ship tour. This one is USS Cooperstown. It's docked at the Penn's Landing, right next to the Independence Seaport Museum. And we're gonna board the ship today, and hopefully they allow videos and pictures so we can see what's going on the ship. Let's go Navy. USS Cooperstown.
Safety of navigation while we're at sea. This little ball thing right up here behind this radar. It's currently in stow, but when it's not in stow, there's an IR camera that we can see at night, and we normally can get a visibility of about 12 nautical miles on the good. That's pretty much all I have. Any questions? Also, let's talk about the barrel. So, this barrel is an exact replica of Dottie. I might just butcher her name. Kaminsky. Dottie Kaminsky. She's the first female inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. So this is an exact replica of her bat that we had painted for commissioning. Who would like to touch the ground first?
Alright guys, feel free to take pictures
Feel free to pass it
around
around.
the gun with FC1.
It's about 20 pounds.
Is it comparable
to